we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I've never done anything like this, but I'm going to break down some videos and clips of movies and TV shows I've seen that have artillery fire in them, because it is just so wrong on so many levels, but it's entertaining anyway. So we're going to have a look at some of these. First one we're going to look at is from episode or part 3 of Generation Kill, when one of the company commanders wants to call in a danger close fire mission, but he has just jacked it up completely. So we're going to have fun poking fun at that and maybe break it down and educate a little bit. So let's have a look.
I'm gonna call this one in right now.
Sir, that's a con arrow with 200 meters, sir. That's danger close for artillery.
Danger close.
Danger
Anything
close.
within 600 meters is danger close.
Sir, danger close is an artillery strike within 600 meters of a friendly position. That would be us. 200 meters.
600.
It's pretty much on top of our heads.
Yeah, considering how much error can go into an artillery strike, they're not exactly the most accurate thing. It is an area weapon.
You're way out of line. Skipper! What the fuck is going on here? You weren't on your comms.
Calling in a fire mission.
Fire.
Sir, I don't like this. These two get their fucking heads together. It's fucking dangerous. It's the oldest play in the book. Officers calling in danger close fire missions to get medals.
Lieutenant Vic, you need to square these shitbirds away. You need to NJP that man.
Sir,
A lot of this is just for the movie. I can't see
Calling
a
in a
lot of these
fire mission on
interactions
a
going this
hunter-killer
way.
RPG team.
there is no RPG team. I called it in. My men destroyed it.
Lieutenant, it doesn't matter if we're right or wrong. You and your men
Doesn't
can't
matter if
disobey
we're right or
orders.
wrong.
An officer who does needs to be relieved of his command.
Sir, I'm merely trying to pass you accurate information. There is no hunter-killer RPG team. What is your order, sir?
I'm calling in a fire mission. At Papa Quebec, 059, 098, 03, 8 degrees, 200 meters.
Aye, aye, sir.
Steel Rain, this is Hitman.
Steel
Fire
Rain.
mission.
Steel Rain was the call sign for 11th Marines during the initial invasion of Iraq.
Hitman,
Sir, should we dig in for the fire mission? There won't be a fire mission.
Grid, Papa Quebec.
Hitman's using the wrong protocols.
059,
What?
Grid, Papa
Hitman has the grid zone designated wrong. There won't be a fire mission.
There's a switch. But once our asses get saved by sheer incompetence.
All right. So a lot happened right there. So the officer goes and he's going to try and call this fire mission in. And what he does is he offers a grid. He calls back to the artillery and he says, "Hey, I've got this grid. Here's where I think the enemy is. I want you to shoot at it." Unfortunately, what it looks like he did is that he got the grid zone designator wrong. Let's take a look at what that means. So the whole world is covered in these boxes like this. I've just kind of drawn up 2 here. So here's a large square. So this is going to be I think like 10,000 square meters, if I remember, or 100,000 square meters, and this is another 100,000 square meters. They're broken up. You see this one's labeled AA, this one's labeled AB. It's because inside of these boxes you can have the same grids, which is why it's important you have these designations different. So if you look down here at the bottom, that 10J is actually the grid zone designator, the AB being the grid zone identifier, and then those numbers at 550, 550, those are the actual grid numbers themselves. So in that film, when he's saying he's got the grid zone designator wrong, he's got the wrong place on the planet, really. He's not even anywhere close to shooting where he wants to.
OT direction.
Hitman, this is Steel Rain. Reconfirm grid zone designator. What do you mean? Stand by, Hitman. Break. Assassin, this is Steel Rain. Your grid zone designators are correct. Message to observer. Papa, uniform 149er 213, Bravo.
Okay. So what you're hearing on the radio is actually the artillery unit talking back to the observer or the officer that called it in. Basically what they told him is that your protocols are wrong, your grid zone designator is wrong, you don't know where you're shooting, but we have another mission that's accurate and we're ready to go, so we're going to fire that one up. So you hear that message to observer. What they're doing is they're reading back the protocol to him, or those designators and grid numbers, so they know it's accurate. That way the observer can look and say, yeah, you got it right, or no, you didn't. You're going to hear 5 guns, 1 round. So that's 5 guns in the battery. They're all each going to be shooting 1 round. So a total of 5 rounds. An HE delay. The delay, I guess, is because he's going into this building. So normally what you have is high explosive point detonating. HEPD. HE delay in this situation is probably because he wants it to go through those first couple floors and inside the building. So they don't want it to blow up on top. They want it to go in and explode inside. So that's why you're getting that HE delay, high explosive delay. You also hear him say, he'll read this message to observer and then he goes splash. And that's not accurate at all. Really, what's going to take time is once he's get that information back, they've got to send it to the guns. The guns have to align the guns. They have to actually shoot the round. And then you have a time of flight anywhere from like 30 to 60 seconds, maybe, depending on how far away the artillery battery is from the target. So this is just pretty unrealistic, but it makes for good television.
Guns, 1 round, HE delay in effect. Target number, Juliet Echo November 1001. Splash in 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
You don't have to say splash
down.
in 5 seconds. Splash is 5 seconds. When the splash comes over the radio, you know it's impacting in 5 seconds.
Sir, 2 hits. Suspected Bath Party headquarters.
A lot of ordnance we just dropped in the middle of the city. I'm worried about civilian casualties.
Hey, looks like Alpha hit something with that.
I guess it pays to have the right protocols when you're calling in a fire mission.
So we see what that looks like, at least in the movies. Now I'm going to show you a video of an actual Marine gun crew. And they're going to show you from getting the information, putting and loading the guns, to putting the right charge in, to loading and ramming and all that thing. You're going to see how much time it actually takes. When you get to start this video, it appears as though they're already working the information. So the observer has already called back with the information, with his grid zone designators, his grid, his distances, and all that thing. Let's have a look.
So I'm saying, make sure everything's right so that when he shoots, it goes inside the box.
Question 3369.
Here we are, look. Aiming.
Hey, you can put that tire down, Priscilla. If you want to, it's going to make it quicker. Hey, if I say don't swap, don't swap.
All right, let's get it started.
HPD!
HPD verify!
HEPD, high explosive point detonating.
Drop 5 grid.
5 verify!
Green bag says the
Question
charge.
3369.
The question 3369 verify!
Question
Still aiming.
272.
It's about to get real loud and nasty right now.
Verify!
Ready.
4,
Here we go, baby.
3,
Here we go.
2,
Stand by.
1. They're gonna blast.
We drop.
This guy Randy is a freaking beast. Someone gotta get him a damn.
Fire!
It's about to get real nasty right now.
Let's stand by. Fire! We drop. Stand by. Fire!
I haven't seen this since my first year in the Marine Corps. This is unheard of almost in these days. It is so smoky right now. Barely fucking breathe.
Yeah, beast.
I don't even know how this man does it. He's a fucking beast.
Yeah, that's right.
Every gun has 2 people ramming. It is just this guy and this guy alone. He is tearing it up.
Stand by. Hey, get him a minute. Come on, man. Come on, motherfucker. Come on.
Careful.
Drop it. Come on. Good job. Come on.
His voice is almost gone.
This guy loaded over here. I mean, those rounds are 100 pounds a piece. Not easy what these guys are doing.
You can tell his voice is going away. He's been yelling so damn much.
Let's watch another one. This is from the movie Danger Close. So what do you think, based on what we talked about? What do you think about this clip here and the movie and its accuracy on artillery?
This is 4-2. It's heavy contact.
Fire mission battery. Stand by for coordinates.
Fire mission battery. Number 1 low.
Bearing 1720. Range 4750.
Bearing 1720. Range 4750. Bearing 1720. Set. Range 4750. Set. Hey.
So at this time of flight, 30, 50, 60, maybe longer. And accurate too. I mean, immediately right on top of those guys. Very often with artillery, you have to adjust. That's all I got for you today. I thought we'd do something a little bit different. Let me know in the comments what you think. If we'll do one of these again, maybe we do some different videos. We can do artillery, mortars, needle gunfire, air. It'll be fun. Let me know.